Welcome to a non-impromptu live stream as I sit here and burn some incense. Why am I burning incense when outside there's wildfire smoke everywhere and I'm just creating more smoke in my house? I don't know. It brings me peace. It brings me peace. I just saged my house, something that my TCM suggested. But today we are going to talk about the difference between alternate day fasting and OMAD. Which one's better for weight loss? And I'm going to give you my opinion because last week I kind of did alternate day fasting, except I did it dry. But let's get into it. So, for those of you who don't know, ADF stands for alternate day fasting. So it's basically an intermittent fasting method where you eat every second day. You fast the first day and you eat the second day. So when you alternate day fast, there is a modified version on your fasting day that you have about 500 to 600 calories in one meal. I believe intermittent fasting foodie Jackie calls this a down day. I still got to read Jen Stevens' book, Fast, Feast, Repeat. And there's a few other fasting books that I just want to get my hands on to read. And that's how you do it. So basically, you fast for one day and you eat all day the next day. And you repeat it over and over again. OMAD, also known as one meal a day, is basically an intermittent fasting method where you're eating once a day and you're eating in a small window. OMAD could include, some people stretch it out to the 24 or more method, as I like to call it. So you're fasting 20 hours or more per day. That is a more relaxed version of OMAD. True OMAD is fasting for 23 hours a day and consuming your meal in a 1 hour window. So that is OMAD. Personally, I like to think OMAD is anywhere between 20 hours to 24 hours or more of fasting. Hello there. Nice to see you. Welcome. I actually announced the live stream this time. I'm trying to be a bit organized. I think the best time to do the live stream is before I go pick up my son, because right now I want to sleep. I'm in the middle of a 72-hour dry fast. This is my last dry fast. And I just want to sleep, but I can't sleep because then I got to wake up and get my son. So I might as well join you guys here on YouTube. Hey, Wellness with Fugo Mama. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me today on my little OMAD/ADF talk here. I appreciate you being here, sis. So I've got some notes. Let's get into full details here. So OMAD, you eat one meal a day within a small eating window versus alternate day fasting, where you eat within a whole day window. Pros for OMAD. OMAD, you're eating every day and you're eating in a small window. And when you eat in a small window, you're guaranteed to not overeat. You're guaranteed to be in a caloric deficit for weight loss. Whereas with alternate day fasting, your eating window is open up for the entire day. And that puts you at higher risk for overeating when you have such a wide eating window. Now, personally, I think having a smaller eating window is the best way because the way people gain weight, trust me, I know how to gain weight. I was almost 300 pounds, is that they're eating all day long. The benefit or the pro to alternate day fasting is that you are in autophagy longer, you're in deeper ketosis longer because you are fasting longer. However, that eating window is a whole day. It doesn't matter how many days you fast. You can fast for 28 days. But if you go and break that fast in a way that you're overeating, you're going to gain the weight back. And I feel like with alternate day fasting, it puts you at risk for that because you're eating a whole day. It doesn't matter if you fasted for the day before. If you're going to eat like a fat pig during that eating window, you pretty much just negated everything you did for the fast. Like maybe not the autophagy effects and all that, but you just negated your ability to keep the weight down. Now, I know alternate day fasting has worked for people. However, I don't think the adherence for it is too strong. Am I against alternate day fasting? No. I think alternate day fasting or ADF is a great tool to help kickstart any weight loss, or to, give you a tool to settle things down if you have overeaten. Nice to see you. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the hi. All right, my next note here. Okay, eating window. All right. This is one thing I always see with OMAD. Everyone says with one meal a day, you can't get in enough nutrients because you're having one meal a day. Okay, it's called one meal a day, but you're not necessarily having one meal a day. You're consuming all of your calories within an hour window. Some people may actually have a strict one meal. They may do that. You can do that some days. But literally, OMAD just looks like this. You're eating within an hour window. It could be multiple meals within that hour window. You can get enough nutrients within an hour window. I'm certainly not nutrient deficient. I've had blood tests and so forth. I'm doing well. So I don't get this mentality where people are like, oh, if you eat one meal a day, you're not going to get in enough nutrients. So that's like an argument towards that. Another thing I would argue for OMAD is that the adherence is better for OMAD than it is for alternate day fasting. And adherence means your ability to stick to a diet. Do you really think someone can literally alternate day fast for the rest of their life? Personally, I don't think so. Are you really going to go in a pattern where you're eating one day and then you're not eating the next, and you're eating one day and you're not eating the next? No, that's really hard to do. And I think that is way too much of a way to over fast. Whereas with OMAD, you're guaranteed to be eating once a day, even if you open up your eating window to a 4-hour eating window. My son, for example, he is a healthy boy. Why? Because I'm a damn good mother, and I make sure he doesn't get overweight, and I don't feed him sugar. Well, I do with juice boxes, but I make sure he eats vegetables and fruits. My son likes vegetables and fruits. I always hear parents complain about this. That's because you didn't teach your kid from day one to eat vegetables and fruits. So that's on you. But my son naturally eats OMAD. When I was a kid, I naturally eat OMAD. My son never eats in the morning. He rarely has an appetite for breakfast. And if he does, that's because he's going through a growth spurt, and he doesn't eat his lunch. And I remember being so stressed about this. It's like, my son's not eating his lunch. Is he eating enough food? I would tell the doctors this. I remember telling my old therapist this back in Toronto. And she's like, remember when you were a kid and your parents always told you to like eat your food, finish your plate? And what did happen? What resulted in you? I ended up becoming a binge eater. I ended up overeating and struggling because I would have to force food down. So she's like, kids know how to auto-regulate themselves. Kids know how to eat properly. So literally, my son, he's not going to eat when he goes to lunch, but he's going to come home and he's just going to wolf down a big meal. And he's at a healthy body weight, a very healthy body weight. So you can call that OMAD. He eats within a 4-hour eating window. Again, when he's going through a growth spurt, he'll be eating all day long. So there's that. Like, it naturally kind of happens, OMAD. It really does. I know Ashley K. Fit, she's the most winning bikini competitor in the world. She gets hungry first thing in the morning. And she says as the day goes on, she doesn't really eat much. And she's always been like that. She's always been a light eater. And that's why she looks amazing. So she just does OMAD the opposite way, where she's probably eating in a 4-hour window. I'm not sure what she is. Obviously, she's a bodybuilder. She may have to open up her meals like bigger, but I know when I watch her podcast, she talks about how she mainly has a big breakfast in the morning and she tapers off her eating during the day. So I feel like OMAD is more of a natural way of eating, whereas alternate day fasting is probably a method of eating that you would do if you are running out of food or what have you. So I think the adherence with OMAD is real. It's more realistic for sure. With that being said, I am not a diet zealot. I am not attached to any diet. I believe in metabolic flexibility. I believe that all of these fasting methods out there, alternate day fasting, the 16-8 method, intermittent fasting, the 16-8, 18-6 method, all these methods out here, OMAD, keto, and what have you, they're all tools to help you use. I am not against keto at all. You guys know that. I love keto. If I can be on keto right now, I will. but I can't because I'm dropping water too quickly because of the way I'm at with my weight. Eventually, when I get to a point where I'm not dropping weight, because right now I'm still losing weight, I want to get comfortably in the mid 160s. So once I get there, maybe I'll reintroduce keto and I will eat more. It's hard to do keto with a calorie deficit. But with that being said, I believe in metabolic flexibility. I believe in not being attached to one diet. Now, there's people out there who do keto and it works for them. That's great. There's people out there who do carnivore. That's because they're very sick. That's great. Eating, if you cannot handle a fruit and you're saying fruits are toxic, that means you're sick. You should be able to handle a fruit. So people who are on carnivore for health reasons, I understand. People who are attached to the whole carnivore dogma, I like that's just too much. I am all about metabolic flexibility. I'm all about switching things up. Like right now, I'm jumping into dry fasting. That's what I'm doing right now. That's going to change. I just adapt what tool I need for what I need in the moment. That may mean weight loss. Weight loss is more OMAD. That's what I'm using for my main tool for weight loss. Right now it's OMAD. Before that, it was keto. It was like the 3-day keto diet. And before that, it was calorie counting with moderate carbs and protein. It's all about learning how to use these tools to your advantage. But the one thing or the two things that should remain constant in any weight loss journey is weighing yourself daily. I will preach this into, I'm going to screw up the English idiom, until the cows are blue. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. I will preach this until time ends. Oh, wow, I suck. But like, weigh yourself daily and count your calories. If you don't want to count your calories, weigh yourself daily. Daily weighing is so important. Like, I'm so glad I started doing this. I was never a daily weigher until really recently. I used to be in and out of it. Now I'm never going to leave it. And logging your weight with a weight log, having your weight in one column and your calories in the next. I think these are so important. As long as you do that, literally for the rest of your life, you will never gain weight because you will catch a weight gain immediately. And then you'll just auto-regulate your eating so you're not overeating, and then you can balance things out. That's what I think the important part is when it comes to weight loss. Nice to see you, Nick. Welcome. Hi. And there's also something else I want to talk about. So, did I finish my whole, yeah, I did finish my whole spiel about OMAD and alternate day fasting. That, I think OMAD is the best way to go. If alternate day fasting works for you, great, use it as a tool, but do not get married to any diet because things will change. Things will change with your body. Just like with me when I went into ketosis and I was losing weight with keto, mainly I was doing keto OMAD from September till now. Like, not till now, till April. I was doing keto OMAD and it worked for me. I loved it. I wasn't hungry. My skin was great. And then I had to introduce carbs because I was dropping water too quickly. And I was losing electrolytes and it was just causing a whole shebackle. So I reintroduced carbs because carbs help you hold water longer. But at the end of the day, if you're doing OMAD and you fast right before you break your meal, then what happens is that water is dumped throughout the day. So it's all about using the most effective tools that work for you and adapting to change. The best dieters know how to adapt to change quickly. And right now, OMAD's working well for me. Dry fasting is just for healing. Just this little dry fasting block I've done. And then we're going to stop. I'm going to go back to what works, is eating in a 23-1 eating window. If I need to open up my eating window, which I sure I will when I start maintaining my weight, because the 23-1 method is really good for weight loss. When you start opening up the window, then you're able to add in more calories, and that's when you're able to maintain your weight. I know for sure when I am maintaining my weight, which is going to happen real soon because I'm really close to the mid 160s, I'm sure my eating window will open up to 24, or my eating window will, it will be like the 24 method. And maybe on the odd day, I'll have the 18-6. I will never eat, 18-6. I will never go more than 18-6. I made that mistake on Mother's Day. Like a 6-hour eating window is going to be my max. Why? Because at 18 hours, that's where you get the autophagy. And when you get the autophagy, you can get away with eating crap. Do I recommend eating crap all the time? No. But the reason why OMAD is so adhering is that you can eat crap one day and it won't affect the scale, and the autophagy takes away all the effects that the damage that might happen when you're eating a crappy meal. So yeah, I'm just going to check out the chat before I talk about my clean eating thought here. Nick says, I am definitely curious about alternate day fasting, but like you said, I'm dropping weight quickly and I love OMAD. Yes, please know, Nick, that losing weight is also healing. You're getting autophagy through weight loss. So if OMAD is working for you right now, do it. Just stick with what works. If you feel like you're in a situation where, you may be having a symptom with something, or you're having pain with something and you feel like, hey, maybe I need to try dry fasting, or maybe doing an alternate day fasting routine, go for it. But if OMAD is working for you, do it. And I would recommend trying in dry fasting OMAD. I will be doing that, like doing OMAD on a dry fast. So 23 hours of dry fast. I'm really excited to do that. That's mainly for loose skin more than anything. Obviously, there's going to be healing with it too. But weight loss is healing. So the fact that you're losing weight with OMAD, I'm so proud of you. V says, yes, OMAD is working so well for me. I'm so glad. It is so cool because literally, like, you can have whatever you want as long as you're eating it within your window and your calorie range. Like, that's what I love about it. Like, I can have McDonald's one day for OMAD. I'll be good. Like, before doing OMAD, dieting used to be so restrictive because I would always think like when I was doing keto, for example, because I'm not doing keto OMAD anymore. I'm just doing straight up OMAD. But when I was doing keto, I would be like, well, I can't. There's this kale salad I love. It's like a sweet kale salad. I can't really have much of it on keto because the carbs are too high. So it's like little things like that, or my little clam shells that I've been having in my videos lately. Now I'm getting hungry. My little clams, they're so good. I know clams sound gross, but the way this is processed, it tastes like mashed potato. It's really good. Like, I couldn't have those on keto because there were too many carbs. Whereas with OMAD, I don't have to worry about that stuff. Literally, I can eat clean a bunch of days if I want to, because I do enjoy eating clean. It's fun, but you need a dirty meal once in a while. And let me tell you guys a story. There's two stories. So I was speaking to my traditional Chinese medicine doctor yesterday as she was cupping me. And she has a friend that she was talking about. And this friend eats clean. He's like ripped and he's in shape. But he goes to her for issues. I believe he's constipated and he's got other issues. And she was trying to tell him, maybe you should eat a dirty meal here or there just to get your issues going. And he's like, no, I'll always stick to my clean diet, blah, blah, blah. But he's constipated. I was mind blown by that because that's exactly what happened to me. When I was on keto, I was eating clean. I was eating my meats and I was eating my vegetables. But I had constipation issues, if you guys know from before. And I was telling her this, and she's like, that's where you need to introduce, just have a dirty meal. Go out and have a McDonald's meal. Once, it's not going to kill you. And when you do that, your body flushes it out, and then you go to the bathroom and you're good to go. And she was like trying to explain that to him. And people don't get it. People think like when it comes to health, it has to be clean eating all the time. No, you can throw in one day here or there with a meal that's not necessarily clean and you'll still be okay. Because as long as you're eating clean more days than you're not, you're going to be healthy. Like, heck, you can lose weight on junk food. Do I recommend it? No. You can do it with OMAD, but I don't recommend it. You don't want to do that. I'm sure the autophagy effect will like counteract that. Even Dr. Mindy Powell's talked about it on an interview. She's like, if you're fasting 18 hours a day minimum and you go and eat fast food all day, you can actually not do any harm to your body because of the autophagy effect. But she's like, I would not recommend doing that. No, I would not recommend doing that either because you're not going to get in, the good nutrients that all the healthy food gives you. But like, people have this thing in their head that like, oh, you need to eat clean to lose weight. You need to exercise like 5 hours a day. Like, weight loss doesn't have to be like that. Because when you make weight loss like that, you're less likely to stick to losing weight because it's boring or it's hard or your willpower goes down. That's what I love about intermittent fasting, OMAD style, because you're allowed to do whatever you want within reason. You can go have that dirty meal and you'll be okay. And I'm so glad I'm learning all this because in my head, before this entire journey that I started with the snake diet and coaching with Cole, I always thought I was doomed to only losing weight with keto because that's the most success I saw was losing weight with keto. But it's not true. I can lose weight with carbs. I can lose weight eating pizza like I did 2 weekends ago. I can lose weight and I can have my little cookies. Like I found these little cookies that I can have and they're like 150 calories for two. I can lose weight having apple pie within reason. I just can't overeat. You just can't overeat. And when you have a diet that is like that and makes life flexible, you're most likely going to stick to it. That's why Jackie, intermittent fasting foodie, look at her. Like, she looks great. And I figured out her height. She's 5'10". I knew she was a tall girl. She's 5'10", so she's tall. And she's sitting at 100. I think she's in the 140s. That's pretty lean for her height. And she eats all the food. And you want a diet that's sustainable. You want a diet that you can do after losing weight. Because if you don't, you risk regaining that weight in the end. It is so true. And I'm so glad I found this way because now I'm not stressing so much about losing weight. I'm not stressing so much about when Mother's Day weekend and my birthday weekend this past weekend, I'm not stressing so much about it because I know I have the tools to lose the weight. And if I don't feel like eating clean, then I can eat dirty within an OMAD meal. But definitely I want to eat clean. I'm into this kale salad right now. It's so good. All right. I see some comments here. I'm just I'm going to get into that in a second. I am dropping weight. Okay, I read that one. Dropping inflammation. Yes, that's another thing. Fasting reduces inflammation. And that's why I don't recommend people doing OMAD and eating junk food all the time. But if you're really morbidly obese or you're really struggling to lose weight, and that is going to help you lose weight, do it. Because at the end of the day, weight loss is healing. Weight loss will reduce all that stuff. But yeah, inflammation is key. Like when you're doing OMAD, that's why I don't want to eat junk food every day. I enjoy eating healthy because it makes me feel good. But once in a while, adherence, you want to have the naughty foods, quote unquote, let's say. Hey, Helena, nice to see you. Or Helena, nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome. All right. I'm going to read this comment. Walking and therapeutic workouts help with inflammation and releasing water under the joints and fat storage. Yes, it does. Therapeutic workouts is key. I've recently paused my gym membership for the next month, and I am going to be doing walking, yoga, and swimming. I went to the gym on Saturday. My body was so done, guys. I can't take it because of all the injuries. So I want to really focus, make this next month of pure healing. And I'm going to be going to the swimming pool. Swimming is so therapeutic on the body. Like, even if you can't swim, just go in the water and walk. There's tons of exercise classes you can do. I call it the old lady classes. I might join them one day. I love old people. They're so cute. But doing the little classes with them, it's so important to do exercise that works for you and being therapeutic. Trust me, I want to get to the gym and I want to be pumping iron and I want to start bodybuilding. But my reality right now is I'm injured, so I have to take it easy. And I can lose weight doing swimming and walking, easily. That's another thing with weight loss. People think weight loss, you got to push it hard at the gym. I see all these people on Instagram being gym heroes, but they're still freaking 300 plus pounds. That's not going to do anything for you. You need to lose the weight. The weight is the reason why you are sick. You need to drop the weight. The human body was not meant to be obese. We were meant to be at a smaller, leaner weight where we can move around. Yes, there's the rare exception of someone who might be slightly overweight, but slightly overweight. Seeing people who are 300-400 pounds, that's not the norm. It's not the norm. Seeing women over 200 pounds is not the norm. We're sick. It's our diet. It's our lifestyle. And it's so important for longevity to change that. Trust me, I was over 200 pounds for years. I only reached Wonderland 3 months ago. So it's a thing. We gotta health is wealth here. And there's too many people getting sick because of being overweight. Because being overweight puts you at risk for so many diseases. This is true. Even Cole said once before, have natural sugars, aka fruits with protein so you can go to the bathroom. Yes, it works wonders. Or incorporate high fruit in magnesium. Yes, I don't get people who are afraid of fruits. Why are people afraid of fruits? My son eats fruit. You should see my son. I took him to this Calgary Stampeders camps. For those of you who don't know, Calgary Stampeders is a football team. It's the CFL, the Canadian Football League. our version of the NFL, slightly different rules, but the league is basically all American. And he was taking off his shirt, and one of the dads was like, "Whoa, look at all the muscle on that kid." My kid does not work out. He does not work out at all, but he eats tons of fruit. He is a fruit monster. I remember when I was pregnant with him, two things I could only eat without throwing up, because I threw up throughout the entire pregnancy, was sushi and fruit. And guess what the kid came out eating? Lots of sushi and lots of fruit. He loves his sushi, he loves his fruit. So yeah, fruit does not make you fat. Why do people fear fruit? I don't get that fear. Like, it comes from a tree. It's basically an ovary of a plant. It's nature. If you can peel it from nature, it's healthy for you. I do not get the fear of fruit. And yes, you gotta switch things up in terms of that. Taking a course, but still here in the background. I appreciate you so much, Hugo Mama. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And what course are you taking, if you have the chance to respond? Nina G says, do you recommend eating keto for someone that is type 2 diabetic? 6.5. Is 6.5 your millimoles per blood liter? If that's the case, yes. I do recommend someone going on keto as a diabetic. Honestly, type 2 diabetes is incredibly easy to reverse as long as you keep moving forward with it. Type 2 diabetes is essentially that your insulin levels are way off. You have fatty liver, which I have. And to tell you the truth, doctors would not classify me as diabetic back in the day when I was obese, but I would consider myself diabetic. Fatty liver disease is a sign of insulin resistance. So is PCOS. Insulin resistance is a plague, and insulin resistance can be easily reversed through diet and exercise, mainly diet. Keto is probably the number one way to reduce type 2 diabetes. There's been studies done on this way in the past. There's been doctors that have put their patients on the keto diet, because keto pretty much just resets your entire system. So I highly recommend a diabetic go on a keto diet. And I dare I say it, I would even recommend fasting, but you need a coach to coach you through that. Cole Robinson would be a great one. He knows. He's cured people from type 2 diabetes. He's gotten people off of their metformin and off of whatever medications they're on. But yeah, keto is the number one diet I would recommend for a type 2 diabetic for sure. Eventually, I want to get to the point where I can start coaching people with diabetes and stuff. I will, because like, it's easily reversible. Watch Dr. Jason Fung. Dr. Jason Fung is all about this. He is a nephrologist, which is basically a kidney doctor from here in Canada. He's from my hometown in Toronto, and a kidney doctor. He was sick and tired of seeing patients of his coming to him with end of stage kidney failure. And 90% of those patients were type 2 diabetics. And he was just sick and tired of it. He went down the rabbit hole. He went into the whole fasting thing and curing his patients with, or reversing their diabetes with, things like a keto diet. So I would definitely look into that. Oh, keto OMAD. Whew, yeah, that's powerful. That, like, keto OMAD's powerful. It truly is. It took me September to, what is that? I think that's about 6 months. 6 months to drop a lot of weight on keto OMAD. And eventually you'll come to a point, you'll realize it when you feel very weak and your electrolytes are off, when you stop it. Keto OMAD would be awesome. It's so powerful. I highly recommend it, especially if you have a lot of weight on you and if you are struggling with type 2 diabetes. Well, welcome, Life. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Life says, hello, chatters. I'm just highlighting everyone's comment here. Nick says, I have been to physical therapy, but never the gym, and I walk when I can. It's improving. I'm so proud of you. No need to go to the gym yet. Walking is awesome. Physical therapy, I'm sure they're making you do strength training exercises. That's good enough. You don't need a gym to put on muscle or do anything like that. You really don't. For those of you who don't know, I lost 70 pounds all with home workouts. So just doing basic things. You can put on muscle with body weight. So doing physical therapy stuff is good, and you will definitely work your way up. Keep believing. The human mind is so powerful. Keep believing, keep striving forward, and keep healing. Wellness with Frugal Mama says, hey, life's magical journey. Nini G says, thank you. I appreciate you answering my question, and I love your channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here, like, from the bottom of my heart. Like, I really want to help people. I really do. Like, that is my passion. It's truly my passion, and I'm trying to figure out ways. I've been, like, thinking about things. I'm definitely going to be a weight loss coach, like, obviously. I want to become a personal trainer because I do love fitness. But one thing I really want to do is become a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. I'm really looking into it. How long have I been here for? I gotta wait. I gotta get my son. But I've been really looking into becoming a TCM doctor because TCM has helped me out when Western medicine couldn't. It helped me out with my first injury that caused me to balloon to 300 pounds. And it helped me out with my car accident situation. And I think it can help people out a lot because traditional Chinese medicine is not just about cupping and acupuncture. There's diet to it. There's like chi stuff. It can help with weight loss, healing, because to really help people, you need to go the holistic approach. You need to go wider. And eventually I want to get the mental health aspect to it too. But that's going to require me to go through my journey of healing with my mental health, which I currently am. But it's a holistic approach. Like, you know, when it comes to weight loss, it's not just about losing weight. Like, no, there's so much more to it. There's the mental aspect. There's the hormonal aspect. There's what's going on with food. That's why I think it's a joke when you see people go to fitness trainers at a gym to lose weight. I see it all the time. Like, people who are morbidly obese, they're going to the gym just to lose weight. You don't lose weight in the gym. Weight loss is done in the kitchen, and weight loss is done up here. You got to work on the kitchen, and you got to work with your mindset. Going to the gym is a waste of time because you can literally lose weight without going to the gym. You can lose weight with walking. You can lose weight just sitting on your butt all day if you fasted. Like, you don't need the gym to lose weight. Does it help? Yes, of course it helps. Don't get me wrong. I advocate everyone exercise because exercise is good for longevity. It's good for bone density. It's good for cardiovascular health. I recommend it all. But you need the whole package when it comes to that. Take Me to Your Leader says, my kids love the farmers markets and fruits and veggies. I ate steak, potatoes, and eggs both pregnancy. Yummy. They try to copy my diet. I tell them food is medicine and you should have fun with meals. Oh, I love that. I love that. You're a good mom. I love that. My son keeps begging me to take me to the farmers market. We will. But I'm so glad you do that. It's so important. And I'm so glad you have your kids eating fruits and vegetables because so many kids don't these days. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad how many overweight kids I see out there. And it drives me insane because when I see a lot of overweight kids, certain situations, usually most of the time the mom and the dad are overweight, but there are certain times where the mom is fit. They're usually like a fit, wealthy mother and their kids are overweight. And I'm just like, how could you do that? You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I was younger, because my mom couldn't really monitor things, the doctor was concerned because I was like 12 years old and I was like 140 pounds and it was slightly overweight. And I always be like, my mom, I'm like, I wish you taught me nutrition. I wish you know, learn how to make me, like, teach me that stuff. But at the time, it was like 99, 2000. No one was into nutrition back then. Everyone followed the Canadian food guide, which mirrored the American food guide, which was like, eat a bunch of carbs, you know, eat a bunch of vegetables, a little bit of meat and what have you. No one knew about nutrition back then. But I'm so glad you're teaching your kids to eat healthy because it's so important. I don't like when parents come to me and tell me, oh, my kids don't eat vegetables. It's on you, okay? Get it together. And if your kids are teenagers, set the example and be that parent and teach your kids how to eat healthy because I just cannot stand it when I see an overweight kid because I know it's not their fault. And like, it's not fun for a kid to be overweight. A kid should not be overweight. A kid should not be pre-diabetic. A kid should not be having these issues. And that's all on the parents. And you guys got to do better. We got to do better for our kids. We really do. And if, you know, I understand there's situations where there's single moms and there's situations where they get into like, you know, it's stressful. I know that. I know there's situations where the husband may be incapacitated or what have you. I know that. But in this very moment, try your best. Try your best because you can do it. You can do it. Nothing in this life can prevent you from making it the best life for yourself and for your kids. You just have to have that mindset. You have to use your situation as an opportunity for growth. Adversity is there for growth. You know, grow through what you go through. And that's like one of my major messages on my channel. I want people to know that they have the power within them to overcome whatever circumstances this life throws at them. I know it's tough. I know there are things with health-wise people may be struggling with, things financially, but you have the power within you to overcome. You truly do, no matter what. It's all in your mind. Free kickstand, sorry, I'm so bad, says, agreed on the no gym thing. I work out at home and I hated the gym. Oh my gosh, I used to hate the gym so much. I only started going to the gym this past October. The gym, oh, the gym. It gives me anxiety, like, it's even giving me anxiety more because I have people staring at me now. Like, it's awkward. Like, home workouts are great. I love it. Like, if I had the money to make my own gym, like, have, like, what would I need? I would want a treadmill. I would probably want a Stairmaster and an elliptical. If I had those 3 machines in my house and then I had a cable row machine at home, I would be a happy girl because I don't like the gym. It can be, you know, but home workouts work. Home workouts work. They do. I lost 70 pounds with them. So I'm definitely a big fan of home workouts. Just Jean says, hi, Daniela. Yay, I made it to another live. Yay, welcome. Yes, I think if I'm going to do a live, I'll probably do it at this time before I pick up my son because normally at this time I want to sleep, but I can't and I got to get my son. So it's like, might as well do a live stream. I don't even know what time it is. Nothing's telling me the time. The computer's off. I'll figure it out because I started this live stream at, give me a time. I started this live stream at 1:30. Like, watch me forget. Yeah, it's 2:08 because I got to pick my son up in about 20 minutes. So, yeah. Nini says, I want to be your first client. I need help. 360 pounds. Please let us know. Let us know you start coaching. 360 pounds. I got you, girl. Message me on Facebook or Instagram. I will leave a link. Instagram is, can I type in here? Is at selflove.fit. Self.love.fit. Message me there and I will definitely do it because I know I want to start coaching people. I have been quietly coaching people for free, but I want to tell you this. If I'm going to coach you, this is what I need. You need to have a weight log. You need to just count calories. If you don't want to count calories, that's fine. As long as you weigh yourself daily and you have a weight log and you give me accountability pictures, your before and after shots. That's all I require. Like, that's going to be a thing. I'm going to make that mandatory because I want to be able to show people that what my method of doing this works. And it's the method I mainly learned from Cole. It's been the most effective method everywhere. But yeah, I'm willing to help for sure. Just message me. I'll put it in, just message me on Instagram. I'll find you and then we'll talk for sure. Because I do want to start coaching. I really do. I really want to help people because it's my passion. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Congrats on 5K and all your work. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, I'm really happy about it. I'm just like happy for each and every one of you. I'm happy my channel's growing again because my channel was in hell for the longest time, but like just daily uploading and connecting with you guys. And now I'm doing live streams. I love live streams. I'm so glad. This is like my 3rd live stream in a row. I think it's time for me to buy StreamYard and get rid of that logo, that little duck. Because I don't know, the YouTube app is giving me problems, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, message me and we'll chat. We'll chat. I've been slowly trying to make a Facebook group with my coaching. I don't know what to call it. I was gonna call it the self-love diet, and I don't like it. And I was thinking of doing coaching by DJ. I don't know. I need someone to help me with this stuff. I'm not really good at this stuff. Coaching by DJ, or I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yes, I definitely want to start that journey because literally it's what I want to do. AM1 says, I'm in the middle of a 24-hour dry fast with 30-minute sauna, low-key death fast. Oh, geez. What is a death fast? I saw Cole talking about that. What is that? I'm not going anywhere near any sauna. I'm good. I'm currently, how many hours am I into my fast? Maybe 40 hours into a dry fast right now, I believe. And I was fading. I slept all day yesterday. And my son's like, you slept all day yesterday. I'm like, yeah, I'm fasting. I'm dry fasting. I'm trying to heal my body. He was like complaining. I did. I came home and I just slept. Plus, I had the TCM treatment. But man, death fast. Man, I don't know what that is. I gotta watch Cole's video on that. But I'm not interested in doing that. I want to live. Death fasting sounds totally intense. But yeah, good for you for doing the dry fast. Is there a reason why you're doing the dry fast? Just for autophagy, feeling good, weight loss? Weight loss. Oh, I'm telling you. Listen, I know I'm going to get hate for this because not a lot of people agree with dry fasting, but honestly, dry fasting is the fastest way to lose weight. I'm shocked. Now I'm dropping 4 pounds a day because I eat like a fat pig on the weekend on purpose. But yeah, I'm dropping 4 pounds a day. But the purpose of this dry fast that I'm coming out of, I want to make sure I come out of the fast properly because I didn't do the last fast. I didn't come out of it properly. But yeah, that's great that you feel amazing. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And again, just because I'm dry fasting doesn't mean you have to dry fast. It's just a powerful form of autophagy. And we've been brainwashed, to believe all these things like, oh my God, the human body can't last more than 3 days without water. All of these things, trust me, I was against dry fasting. I've explained this in my video. Like, I remember when the doctors made me dry fast for some medical imaging test. I think it was a CT scan. And I had to cancel the test because I'm like, I can't not drink food and water for 24 hours. That was too much. And I remember that. And then Dr. Mindy Pelz back in the day was against dry fasting for more than 24 hours. And she's now changed her tune. Why? Because there's anecdotal evidence and scientific backed research showing the power of autophagy in dry fasting. Again, I am not encouraging you to dry fast if you don't want to. If you're doing OMAD, stick to it. It works. OMAD is my jam right now. I love OMAD. I just love it. But dry fasting is not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But it's definitely easier than water fasting. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, when I dry fast, I'm at home all day and I just sleep. Just more water depleted. Going for autophagy. Yes, autophagy. Autophagy with dry fasting. Apparently there's like a different level of autophagy with dry fasting. There's a different name. It's like normal autophagy and then you get like a higher like super autophagy. I don't know. Dr. Mindy Pelz was talking about it and I was like, cool. But yeah, the human body is very intelligent. It truly is. The human body knows what to do. And I'm all about untapping its stores. I've told medical doctors about my dry fasting. I love my headache specialist doctor. She's the one that does my Botox. I told her I was dry fasting. She's like, cool, go for it. And she was like, it might suck recovering from the Botox, but go for it. She's like, I'm always open-minded to this stuff. And she's all against medication and stuff. She's a big fan of Botox. I think Western medicine has its place, like the imaging, getting the MRI, getting the CAT scan results and seeing what's going on. I believe it definitely has its place. But I'm also for alternative methods of healing. My car accident doctor is the one who recommended my TCM. And she's an MD. Without her being like, hey, I want you to go see the TCM, I would have never saw my TCM. And that's how I met my traditional Chinese medicine doctor. So I feel like doctors are starting to open up. And I just learned that my doctor is actually, she's very anti-medication, even though she prescribed me all those meds. But they do it because they want to try to help you. They want to try to help you reduce the pain. But once I got that reaction back in November where my heart was going to fly out of my chest, that's when she did not push anything else. She's like, it's okay. And that's when she started going alternative routes. And that's why we got into the Botox and cranial therapy with my massage therapist. So I know I crap on doctors a lot, but doctors are changing their tone. And I love that. Let's combine other modalities of health. There's so many ways to help. Let's put in nutrition more. I wish they need to emphasize nutrition for doctors in med school because food is medicine. Literally, I would say 75% of the diseases that are out there could be prevented by diet alone. Easily. And even teeth issues, cavities and stuff, that all could be prevented by diet alone. So yeah, I just love how things are changing. And I'm just so thankful that I'm in the position to learn all this stuff because me going through all this hell, is going to help other people. It's helping myself evolve, and I can help other people heal their issues as well. And that's really what I want to do in life. I just want to do it. It's something I've always been passionate about because I know how people have helped me when I was in my deep, darkest moments with being overweight and weight loss. Like Gracie's journey, she was my number one. Seeing her post to YouTube, her going to the gym, her eating her meals and counting her calories, and her going from 240 pounds to like 145 pounds. And just seeing her journey motivated me so freaking much. Right now, she's going through a lot. She lost her dad. She gained a bunch of weight, but she's so transparent about her journey. I hope she starts posting to YouTube again because I love Gracie. I really do. But she gave me light. She gave me hope during the time where I'm like, I don't think I can lose this weight. And then I'm like, whoa, she's 240 pounds. She's much shorter than me. I think she's like 5'5". But I'm like, if you average out the heights, because I'm 5'7 3/4 and I was 280, that's pretty much the same weight. So she went from morbidly obese to fit. And if she can do it, I can do it. And I want to be that person for someone else. Like I want to show people that, hey, you can go from being morbidly obese to healthy. And I want to help people on that because I feel like someone who has been morbidly obese, not someone who forces themselves into I think I'm talking about Cole here. Like I've always said this to him, like you don't understand how it means to be fat. And he just doesn't get it. And then he came back with a quick clap back, and he was right. But at the end of the day, he doesn't get it, okay? He doesn't. Only someone who's struggled with their weight, who's been that fat all of their lives. Like Cole cannot go past like 200 pounds, I think. I don't know. He can't. But like me, I can gain weight until till the end of time. I can put on weight like that. Like I don't want to, but like just being someone who's been there, I feel like I can reach people better. I know the struggle. I know how it is to be stuck. And I know the mental blocks that get in your way too. So it's really what I want to do. And I love fitness. I love exercising. I love the whole lot. I love feeling good, and I want to help people feel good because when you feel good, you look good, and it's a whole manifestation. Like we only have one life here, so let's make it the best life possible. Let's not be insecure with our bodies anymore. Let's just be free, and only we can make ourselves free from it, no matter what. So that's what I want to do. Healthy people with less disease is bad news for the medical and pharma industries. Ha, yeah, it is. Totally is. Totally is. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of the medications they put us on just make us sicker. I strongly believe that because after the whole amitriptyline debacle with me and my concussion, I got sicker. So I don't know. Sometimes you wonder. Don't get me wrong. There are medicines out there that can help. Of course, I'm a big fan of antibiotics. Hello. But you can actually heal yourself through food. But anyway, like antibiotics, things like surgery. There's certain meds. Like I'm a big fan of Botox for my whole and nerve blocks I like. But like just band-aiding people with medications, it's just we got to do better. And doctors are recognizing it. We definitely have to do better. But yes, it's definitely bad for the pharmaceutical industry for sure. What are we doing for time here? Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to wrap up this live stream. I went for a long time. Thank you for everyone who's joined me on this live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And yes, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I started editing a vlog. So I'm getting back into the editing groove. There might be another live stream tomorrow, but I do love these live streams. I do love connecting with you guys. I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much, Hugo Mama. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.